Good evening, folks. This is Deb. So we have some really good things going on tonight. We're going to start with the CBA and we're going to finish up with Caitlin Clark, our favorite topic. So today I have some paperwork in front of me so we can talk some facts. Today, after 17 months of painful, painful negotiations and over 100 hours of intense negotiations over the past 8 days in a hotel in Midtown Manhattan. The WNBA and the Players Union have come to an agreement on a new collective bargaining agreement. And it still requires voting by the members, obviously by the players. But this looks like it's a done deal and it does not delay the season. So here's what we got. Here's what the players got out of this. And let me just say this. Okay. Kudos to the players union for standing and holding the line on this. Because at the end of the day, this is a good deal for the players and it's about time. Okay. It's also good for the league, quite frankly. So this is a win-win in the best of all possible ways. And, I'm really proud of the players for standing like this. They did it. They did an excellent job. Okay. So let's talk about what they did get. Okay. Now, it has been reported that the players have pretty much received what they wanted on housing because the league realized that the players were not going to give on that. Okay, so that's part of the deal. Okay, um, they also got salary cap increase. It was 1.5 million going into these negotiations. And coming out, it's 7 million, which means they can pay better quality players better money. Okay, they can have a better roster overall with a higher salary cap, so that benefits the players and the teams. Okay, they also get better salaries in general. It's being reported in a couple of places that if you take, say, Caitlin Clark, who, made about $78,000 this year, I believe. Her salary will go to, it's been reported, a 500,000 next year. So that is a big jump. And that is good news for the players. They also retained the core designation for some players in some form, which means that a player can be considered a franchise player and be paid the maximum and kept. Just exactly what the FIBA has done with Kelsey Mitchell. And hopefully he'll be able to bring Kelsey Mitchell back because the Indiana Fever needs her in the backcourt starting with Caitlin Clark. Period. End of story. Now, the biggest piece was revenue sharing. And they the players started out asking for 40%. I said from the beginning they weren't going to get that. Okay. And I did say also at the beginning that 20% looked like it was more realistic, and that's what they ended up with, was 20%. They started at 40, they went down into the 30s, then they went down into 27.5, and then they went down to 26, and they ended up with 20%. And the bottom line in all of this is it's a good deal for the players. It speaks to the players being now considered professional, okay? And it doesn't, there is no work stoppage. In fact, there is no change in the schedule. So let's talk about what the schedule looks like moving forward, so we all know when everything is going to be happening, okay? Because that's important. I got this here, all right? Let's see what we got here. And by the way, there are a lot more details here about, what the salaries will look like. And before I forget, because I should say this, in every one of my videos, anything I talk about, there are links to the stories that I use for information. So again, if you go into the description of the video, you will see blue links. Okay, I have articles here on the results of the collective bargaining agreement. That will be in here, and all the video clips that I show are also always in there. So let's talk about what the schedule looks like for the 2026 WNBA season. I'm really excited about this. So this is where we stand right now, and this is the most important part. Training camp is set to open on April 19th. That does not change. Training camp starts April 19th. Preseason games begin April 25th. And the start of the regular season is on May 8th. In between all of that, we have events going on, okay? The expansion draft will happen on April 6th. Free agency negotiations go from April 7th through the 18th. The college draft is scheduled for April 13th. And again, there's an article in here with all these dates on it. So don't forget to access that. And now the fun starts here. We start talking about what the FIBA could be doing with free agency. Okay. We know what we want to start out. Okay. Kelsey Mitchell, Sophie Cunningham, and Lexi Hull. Okay. We want the core back to join Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, and Michaela Timpson, who is on a rookie contract. Okay. So we have those 6 players. And then if they have 12 players, they usually either have 11 or 12. I don't know what happened with that discussion. The Players Association really wanted them to have a maximum of 12 players mandatory. Sometimes teams can carry 11 to stay under the salary cap. Now they obviously have a better salary cap. So if they carry 12 players, the FIBA gets to add 6 new players. We need a power forward. Okay. We need Azura Stevens. Okay. That's who I'm going for here. I don't know if that's going to happen, but we need a power forward to help Aaliyah Boston in the paint. Okay. So that's where we are with the CBA. Okay. Everybody out there is excited about it. All of the people who are on the players union, Terry Jackson, Brianna Stewart, everybody's excited about it. They don't foresee a problem getting the players to vote on this and to get it going. The players want to play ball. The league wants to play ball. The agents want to play ball because they want to make money. And everybody should be happy with this deal, okay? This is a good deal for the players moving forward. So that's what we have with the CBA. So we now have a 2026 WNBA season, and I'm extremely excited, and I'm pretty sure you are too, okay? So we have a couple of other things also to talk about. And that's Caitlin Clark, who, I mentioned this morning briefly in a video that she was named the MVP of the FIBA tournament, the pre-qualifying tournament. And the way this was chosen was not by popular demand. It was chosen by FIBA based on metrics, okay? And so that's how CC22 was chosen. And the best thing out of all of this is what I'm going to show you here. There is a video, just a little bit over 10 minutes, of Caitlin Clark's best minutes from the FIBA pre-qualifier tournament. And I'm obviously not going to show all 10 minutes because I need to go to bed, all right? But we'll show a bunch of the minutes here, and then again, this will be in the body of my video for all of you guys to click on and watch the full 10 minutes and enjoy yourself with it, okay? It will also be on the Facebook page. I'll post that tonight. And I will also post it in the post section of our YouTube channel. I've been remiss about doing that with videos. I will play catch up and get that done, but this one I will post in there tonight as well. So let's not waste any time here, okay? Let's take a look at some of these highlights because they're pretty cool. And again, we can all now breathe easier. We have a basketball season coming. It's time to start watching. I will be watching everywhere about the chatter about free agency and what the FIBA, what it looks like the FIBA will do. And we will start making videos and talking about that as I get that information. So here we go. Let's take a look. I'm going to optimize this so I have no complaints. All right. We're going to put this on full. And we'll see how far I get to go with this. 10 minutes and 30 seconds this video is. So I won't play it all, but you guys can watch it.
Doing her best Chelsea Gray impression. What a finish.
Yeah, and I think
Brianna Jones. Caitlin Clark gets in the passing lane, goes coast to coast for the and one opportunity. Makes the layup off the glass. She asked her teammates, did that go in? Let's take another look. Caitlin Clark jumps the passing lane, coast to coast. Let's see. Oh, the referee got in the way to see that. She did get hit in the head. She's making a case for herself, but Clark off the Breeze screen. Sidestep, deep three! And there's Caitlin Clark for her first triple. And this one right here was the exclamation mark on that play. Area thin. Down with the steal. Paige Becker is wide open, and the crowd goes crazy. Even just holding the ball so they can see it. They steal it just like that. If they see the ball, they can get their hands on it, they can get it done, and there we go with Caitlin Clark, back-to-back transition hoops.
So Sean off her back, Emmy's pitching cut, right? You make a play, right?
Here we go, ladies, execute this. Let's go, here we go.
There is Team USA, comes back the other way, looking to punish. Caitlin Clark pulls up from deep. And those are the Caitlin Clark logo threes we're used to seeing. USA ball as Puerto Rico has a few new faces check into the game. And chucks up the three. Spain wanted the call, but Paige is leaking her against Ioso, and that one is good for Team USA. Caitlin Clark tries again. This time it's good. The inspiring speech there by Nate Tibbetts as we see Caitlin Clark. Back up to Caitlin Clark to set something up. Off the Hamby screen. Dishes it into Hamby. Hamby makes that one look easy. What a give and go between those two. USA leads 23-7. Just under a minute and a half left to go in the first. Billings up to Clark. Clark takes her first shot. And it's a three, and it is good. We'll take another look at Caitlin Clark's debut shot. In rhythm, comes off the screen, gets the handoff. And you're right, that very much was a rattler. Touched about every. Looking to take advantage of a wide open Howard. Can't this time, and Gustafson with the rebound, but she saves it inbounds to Caitlin Clark, and Caitlin Clark is there to capitalize off that one. Italy is showing a zone now. 9 seconds to shoot. Inside to Billings. Billings, the reverse off the glass is good. Of course, playing for themselves right now, getting themselves prepared for the rest of the tournament, getting themselves prepared for the World Cup that they've already qualified for, but really not letting their foot off the glass on offense or defense as Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark, no one steps up, drives, kicks it to Beckers, and Paige Beckers. Caitlin Clark on the wing. Look at that. Oh, no. Burrell charged with the foul, her second of the game. This is a replay of Caitlin Clark. Gets it to Caitlin Clark. Caitlin is looking to share the ball, comes off the screen. A nice pass into Copper. Copper up and
On that play, we scored an easy bucket.
the 5-in, 5-out substitution pattern. Danila, what does that say about the depth of this team when you have Caitlin Clark?
And that's an easy shot for her, deep three.
The deep three is like a layup for her, though.
Yeah, it's a layup. That's
Ryan Howard back to Clark. Clark into Irifin, and Irifin off the
we
glass.
see 5 new players coming in. And as my former coach, the fever for Caitlin Clark is high everywhere in the world.
And Caitlin Clark immediately making an impact. Her first foul of the game. It'll be Italy ball on the sideline. Would not be surprising. 13 of 16 so far from 3 for Team USA. And here we go, Caitlin Clark. Right on cue. So Caitlin Clark brings it up over to Plum. Plum hands it right back, and Clark off the Billings screen gets it into Monique Billings, and that's her first bucket.
Not this time. She's gonna really set the screen. They're still going to the corner for a shot.
Graham drives against Burrell, up off the glass. Monique Billings pulls down her 6th rebound of the game. Caitlin Clark, the vision and the execution. What a pass inside. Clark, one of the best passers there is in basketball. This time, gonna do it herself by Monique Billings. 8 points, 5 rebounds for her already in this game as she got the start. 5.5 minutes left to go in the game. New Zealand miscommunication. Ray Burrell comes down with the steal. And Monique Billings makes him pay on the other end. Ashley Strawbridge checks back into the game. Shoots the ball up. On the other end, Kiki Irifin, great. Along with 3 boards. Kelsey Plum, look at that steal. Hands it up to Caitlin Clark, and Caitlin Clark gets it done in transition, and that's...
Gonna cool. Sorry, Amy, she's gonna cool. And then she goes under, and I'm gonna stop.
Looking for Clark.
Angel Reese has been so good, cleaning the glass.
It's her 3rd rebound of the game. Clark off the Irifin screen, pulls up for 3, and there's nothing but net. Still gets a hand on it. Now they're on the run, a 2-on-2 opportunity. Monique Billings loses the ball, stays with it, and kisses it off the glass.
Team USA will be able to recognize the advantages that they have.
I think that's the first free throw she's missed this entire tournament. Ray Burrell leaks out and gets the easy bucket as they're able to outlet it. Tries to turn the corner. Great defense there by Puerto Rico. Burrell back up to Clark. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Angel Reese going one-on-one with Sophia Roman. Gets it done on the right-hand side. And Angel Reese, sharpen your own tools to head into the next final games. And USA has been doing that this entire tournament. Look at that connection.
And we see Gustafson doing the right thing. She knows it's going to be tough to get to the basket with too many bumps with the bigs, so she's trying to find a quick.
Caitlin Clark, Monique Billings, Angel Reese, Ray Burrell, and Paige Beckers. Paige finds herself down low, kicks it out to Caitlin Clark. Clark puts it up and nothing but net. And she's rewarded with a trip to the line.
That's what a player called Moses Malone usually. Team USA has been able to find, being patient, find the right shot.
Caitlin Clark's got the ball over to Beckers. Beckers sets up the 3, and it's nothing so far in this one. You would never believe this is her first time with the senior team. Beckers, a little stop and pop is no good, but Monique Billings with the offensive rebound gives the USA another chance. Angel Reese makes the most of it. Yeah, let's take another look at this one. Angel Reese, strong to the basket. She's got 8 points. She wanted to pull up for 3, but gonna share it with Ryan Howard, who puts up a 3, and that's her 2nd of the game. Give her 6 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist so far in the game. Comes off the screen from Irfin, kicks it over to Clark. Clark behind the back crossover finds Ryan Howard. Howard for three.
Beautiful to watch. What a one-on-one move by Caitlin Clark, going behind the back, beating the defender and finding the right player.
Clark over to Billings, and Clark, they're going to call that foul not quite shooting. So she's going to get the rebound on the side. And we talked about this connection between her and Ryan Howard, and that's 3 buckets that she... Plum over to Howard. Howard finds herself open at the 3, and there's the answer Team USA needed.
So guys, honestly, I don't know how anybody can say she's not the GOAT. Okay, she's the bloody GOAT. All right. So I want to close by saying that I'm very excited about not only that video, because I think it's, I saw so many videos that were so poorly done. But I'm excited about this one, and hopefully when I go to put this video up, there will not be a copyright problem, but I had to show it. And I will be back and hopefully talking to you guys again tomorrow night. I will see what transpires in the news tomorrow. And we're looking good. And you guys have a fantastic evening.